and all, you know.
Okay, we see your screen.
All right.
Cold is your warm friend.
Mm-hmm. So I got bottles of water here. Okie dokie. All right, we're going to talk about a bunch of different things tonight, and it's going to be kind of mashed together here because that's the way I like to do things. All right, this is Trace Mayer. Trace Mayer is a podcaster, and he's very much an evangelist for Bitcoin, and he was talking about network security. What does network security look like in a bear market? And what he's talking about is, you see this difficulty rate right there? That's 7,454,968,000,000 transactions or calculations per second that the computer has to do. And the global hash rate right there is 53 billion gigahash, I think it is. Is it billion or trillion? Let's see. So we got million. Yeah, this is billion. All right. Now, if we scroll back, that is October of 2018. And if we scroll back here to February of 2018, he doesn't go for any further past that. Look what the difficulty rate is. Now, during that time, we were mining a lot more Bitcoin in our accounts. So what happened to cause all this? Anybody got an idea? Anybody know? Remember, this is February.
Yeah. You're going to have to say more miners got on board.
You're exactly correct. Now, why is that a protection for the network? Because this is designed so that when let's say a country decided that it was going to put all of its natural resources behind mining, and it went out and bought every single miner and started manufacturing miners, and they just became the bomb diggity of mining. And they would try to monopolize the network. This keeps it from happening right here. The fact that the difficulty rate goes up, if a country did that, it would go up so high that you could hardly mine any Bitcoin. Now, the reason they did this, remember, if this is February 2018, what happened at the end of December of 2017? What was the price of Bitcoin? $20,000, right?
Right.
So they ran out and they got a bunch of mines going, and they said, hey, we're going to capitalize on that money. And so what's happened since then? Difficulty went up, and you can see the mining power here. It was only 21, and look what, it's more than doubled, right? So what happens is what you're seeing in your back offices now, you're seeing that the mining that's going on back there, the amount that you're getting is fairly small compared to what it was prior to that time period, towards the end of 2017 and the beginning of the year. And everybody thinks that we are in trouble. It's just the opposite. I guess somebody got video on. You have to turn that off. Who's got it on? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay, so the point is that I'm trying to make here is that we're okay. Everything is fine. What's really happening is people did do that. They went out and they ramped up the mining power. And whenever you put that mining power on in a hurry like that, the system is designed to make the calculations so difficult that no one miner can monopolize the whole network. That's the protection. The downside is it looks like that we're not doing a lot of mining right now. And that will change. This happened once before. I don't remember what years it happened in, but it did happen something once before where things changed rapidly. And it all goes back to normal eventually, because why? The guys that went and put all that money behind this mining, they aren't making any money. They're not getting a return on it. If I was talking to Andy here recently, and Andy was telling me, he gave me a printout sheet of the mining results. He's in Hashflare. He's in one of those cloud miners because he wanted to see, what it was going to do. And before this run-up started, they were doing fine. But here, looking at the chart that he gave me just yesterday, it shows that the payout from the cloud mining is less than the maintenance cost to operate. Now, remember, when you do cloud mining, you're buying a lease your time on a machines, and they're setting the hash rate. You're buying that hash rate too, the speed with which it's going to operate. And it says right here, the SHA, which stands for the SHA 256 protocol for BTC is less than maintenance. That means it's costing more to mine than they're getting. It's not profitable. So these guys are all freaking out. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Oh my God, what are we going to do? It's costing us too much money. We're not making any money. Well, turns out they're kind of looking around for something else to do. And it turns out the Bitcoin Cash guys have been talking about a fork. And so what it looks like these guys are going to do is they're going to wait and get this fork done. And then they're going to turn around and run their ASIC machines over to mine Bitcoin Cash and stop mining Bitcoin because they would be profitable over there, but not here. Now, this is analogous to when you're getting these kind of numbers. This is the same thing as having money in your bank account and you're not using it and you're getting charged an anti-activity fee or inactivity fee, where they're just saying, you know, in order for us to keep your money on your account, we're going to have to charge you so much every month.
And let's clarify, that's the other people, not us.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I thought I was clear on that.
Well, I just, no.
Okay,
I just
all
want
right.
to make sure
Good.
people don't be freaking out.
Yeah. I'm not all here, you know, spaced out here. Although it happened just a few hours ago. Anyway, I really recommend following Trace Mayer. He's a good one to follow. And Twitter, you can kind of pick and choose who you're going to follow and see what they tweet all the time. And you learn a lot over time doing that. So this is the only chart. This is the best chart that I could find. And what he's talking about was security for the network. Okay. So there it is. That's what security for the network is. And that's the way it's supposed to work. All right. Now, let's talk about the value, the relative value of what we're actually doing here. I don't know why I can't get rid of the control bar. It's in my way. All right, let's look at our own amount here. We're running at 1.28 exahash, and the current difficulty rate that we're dealing with is, see, it's down already. See that? See, it's dropped a little bit. And we're pretty much holding steady, but they're working in the mine again. You know, working in the coal mine, only working in the Bitcoin mine. So we're still getting mining. It's running pretty good. You're still getting 5 blocks every 1.5 days or something like that. It changes all the time. You can read it over here. So we're involved in that now. Where did they say they were going to be at the beginning of the year in terms of hash rate? Do you remember?
2,700.
They said no. They were supposed to be at 1,000. It didn't get in.
Oh, right.
And you remember they were wondering why these people were willing to pay the penalty fee rather than send us our machines, right?
Yes.
Well, that's where all the machines went. They went to these other guys that probably paid more than twice, thinking they were going to be able to grab all of that Bitcoin. So the bottom line is that we didn't get our machines, start getting our machines till the middle of the year. And so we're wondering, you know, well, where's our 3,000 petahash we paid for?
Aha.
It would be stupid for us to actually add the additional hash power right now, because what would it do to the difficulty? It would push it up even higher.
Higher.
Which means we'd get even less Bitcoin than we're getting now, right? We want to encourage these other people to leave. So we're not pushing more money into the thing. We're waiting for them to get going and get out of here before they lose their ass and they lose everything they put their money into. Go on over there and do this other thing, and the difficulty rate will drop down again because the global hash rate will drop down. Then you come back and you add your hash power slowly. You don't throw it all in at one time. Otherwise, it's going to trigger the difficulty rate to make it go up. These guys know what they're doing. It's just, you know what? They're so busy back there, they don't have time to educate dweebs like us, right? So it takes some time to filter down. But as we learn more and more, we find out that we actually learn more and more as this time goes by. Anybody got a question on what I talked about so far? Anybody disagree with it?
Go ahead and unmute yourselves. Guess not.
Oh, that's too bad. Oh, well. I was going to take a drink of water. Okay, the next thing we want to talk about is If I can find it. This chart right here. Do I need to blow that up a little bit?
No, that's good.
Really? Okay. Now, what this chart is showing you is that when Bitcoin is fully out, it's 100 million pieces, right? It's divisible by 100 million pieces. This is a US dollar. And it's designed to be operating in 8 decimal places. Now, the US dollar is only operating in 2 decimal places, right? It doesn't operate in 8 decimal places. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's when everything is out. Or when the Bitcoin prices are very high, up around 100 million. So at $1, if 1 Bitcoin was equal $1, this is what your mining would look like. If 1 Bitcoin was $10, this is what your mining would look like. If 1 Bitcoin was $100, this is what your mining would look like. If it was 1,000, this is what your mining would look like. If it's 10,000, this is what it's like. And if it's 100,000, this is what it's like. This is $1 value. Now, we are getting mining in this realm right now. But that's because of the difficulty rate, not the pricing rate. We still have all of these areas to mine in. Right? So if you take a look at what we're getting, the fact is we are getting positive returns. And that's very important because the value of the Bitcoin that we're getting, while it looks very small, is somewhere in the middle here. This is small up here. This Bitcoin that we get here today on that mining, even though it's not related to the dollar amount of the chart, is going to be valued up here. So we'll have, when it's $100 million, we'll have Bitcoin that we got mined over here and all the value that comes with it at that point. You got to realize that right now, if you own 0.1 of a Bitcoin right now, you are in the top 1% of the people on the planet that can get their hands on Bitcoin. There are going to be many that are not going to be able to get their hands on Bitcoin because it's going to be too high. So if you want to play some games and see how things work out, you can actually do a little bit of math. Okay, so let's see if I can make this happen on a blank piece of paper. So right now, if you take $100, let's say, and you divide that by 1 million, what do we get? And I'll do it. Just take $100, divide it by 1 million. We get 0.0001. That's $1 million. Well, right now, if we take $100, and what's the Bitcoin price right now? 64.50? 65? Let's just use 6,500. All right, so we'd take $100 and divide it by 6,500. I guess I need a decimal point in there to make that right. Okay. And we go to and space equals. All right, did I do it right? No, I didn't. $100 and divide it by 6,500. That answer is 0.015385. 15385. Everybody agree with that? See what I did? Now, what we want people to do is when they get their Bitcoin is hang on to it. HODL. Hang on to it. So what's that going to be worth when it's $100 million? How do you do that? Let's take 100 million. Times 0.015385. All right, so 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. That value is 1,538,000. Let's get some decimal points in there. 461. 461.538. Well, let's make $1 so it makes it easy. Well, actually, that should be a 4. Round it up. Does everybody see that? That's the future value of that number. Let's go a little further. Let's take 100 million. And it will get there, you guys. This is not, this is not pie in the sky. It may take a while. And I don't know how long it's going to take. But I'm just using these round numbers like this so you can really see that. So what if you're getting some mining right now that's anybody got a mining number they've gotten recently? And that's what I need to do. I should have opened up a page so we could see it. No, let's go find one. Let's do it.
I can check in for a minute.
Can you? Okay.
Getting there. Oh, no, I can't.
All right. Well, I can do it real quick.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
I'm banned for a minute.
You've been moving around.
I have.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll get there. Let's pop in. We'll really make this random. I don't really care what it is. I just want you guys to see how to do the figuring and understand what you're really getting your hands on right now, even though it doesn't look like very much. Let's just go to this one, see what it's got. Let's go to mining earnings real quick and see what they've got in there. Okay, here's one right here. Let's just use this. This is mining. It's in partial shares set at 50-50. So much is going into mining. So much is going into partial shares. So we'll use this number right here. So 0.00318 times 0.00318. Is that right?
Looks like it.
Okay. So here we go. 100. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 0.00318 times. That's worth $318,000. Oh my God, I hardly get any mining. End of story. You want to be positive all the time. You don't want to be negative. We're always positive. This is just mining. So how many years is it going to take? I don't know. But you got the whole world rushing to Bitcoin. Every little bit of Bitcoin that you get right now is going to be worth tens of thousands of dollars in the future. Now, it's like saying, gee, did you buy Microsoft when it came out? Did you buy Lotus 123 when it came out? Did you buy PFS? Did you buy Netscape? Did you buy anything in the stock market when it first came out, when it was very low in price. Just because mining is variable based upon the network is not the end of the story. Now, if we were negative, if it was costing us more to do this, it doesn't matter how much we get. We're always in the positive. And you accumulate it. You want to accumulate it over time. It's going to speed up. It's going to slow down. The difficulty rates are going to change, yada, 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 yada. But more and more people are coming on. There's only 100 million pieces, 21 trillion pieces of Bitcoin available to people, and you've got 7.5 billion people on the planet, and everybody wants more than 1 trillionth of Bitcoin. It just isn't there yet. You're at the very beginning. Questions? What do you think? Tell me what your thought processes are.
I'm thinking that looks a whole lot better than putting that $100 in a jar or in the backyard.
Absolutely. Or taking it out and trying to take a flyer and go down to the bank and maybe I'll buy some of this Ethereum. Maybe I'll buy some of this Tron or something like that. Yeah, they're not going to get to these values.
Our Bitcoin value is going the right way. Our dollar value is going the opposite way.
Yeah. And you got to remember, they can't take it from you.
Okay.
I'm very happy. I think it's great.
I think it's wonderful. I have to say, I'm a visual person, and now that I see it out on paper, it's beautiful to look at. It makes sense to me now. I understand it. Now I can do it, and I'll be playing with the numbers all day long. I'll be going through all my accounts and playing numbers. Really, it's exciting.
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. People just, I don't know what's the matter with them. I'm not getting any mining. How come the mining is so low? I'm wine.
Well, and we thought, now that we've seen this, that's a whole different ballgame when you actually see the bigger picture.
Well, yeah, it is. And it makes it easier to explain to other people when they're saying, well, I'm only getting 0.00011 every day. But then you can show them this and say, well, this is what you're making every day, Maybe not today, but in the near future, that's what it'll be worth.
We're all sitting on a fortune.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I have a question.
Is that Tonya?
Yes, it is.
Is it? Well, I can always count on you for a question.
Yeah, that's inquisitive.
That's good. That's good.
So the number 100, that stands for the machines?
The 100? No, that's $100.
That's $100. Okay, so
yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I'm just trying to throw some numbers out here to see what that was, so I can throw that in like that. This is $1 million. These are dollars.
Okay.
Everything's dollars.
Okay.
So this one, I'm saying, what is my Bitcoin going to look like? What's the number going to look like when it's $1 million worth of value, and I want to know what $100 is worth of Bitcoin? That's what $100 of Bitcoin looks like when it's $1 million. This one is. I want to know right now what it looks like, what the mining would look like if I wanted $100 and the price is $6,500.
Right.
These are calculations you need to kind of play with a little bit just to get familiar with the idea.
Okay.
So down here, I'm saying Bitcoin is worth 100 million. And I mined this year, what year is this? No, it's not 19 anymore. It's 2018. I mined. In 6 months, I only mined 0.015385 Bitcoin. I've been cheated. I'm losing all my money. It's never going to pay for itself. Oh my God, what am I going to do?
Okay, that's on one mine that's been set on 50-50.
Right. And in the future, that could be worth $1,538,000. What's the rate of return on that puppy?
That's awesome.
And down here, we just took a current thing out of our one of our mines, and let me pop this in, and we accumulated in a 6-month period or so. We've got 0.00318.
Well, so I have a request. Could we do something, a sheet like this up so that we could share it with our people so that they can be more alert as to what's really happening here? Because
Share the training.
well, I mean, for people that aren't getting to the trainings, I mean, is there?
These are videoed.
I would really love to. Oh, these are all recorded?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's all
Okay,
recorded.
awesome. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't expect you guys to take notes because I know you don't take notes.
I do.
The other reason is I do this too because people don't read books. Read a
Right.
book. Isn't it on YouTube? Got a video? Yeah, we got a video. It's on
The
YouTube.
day
too.
YouTube went out.
The day the video died. We need a song. Where is Don McLean?
It went out the other day. I couldn't believe it. I'd never seen YouTube blank out like that.
No, and then there were hackers trying to take credit for it.
Yeah.
Get some cred.
Okay, so very impressive.
Yep, it sure is.
What other pearls of wisdom did you learn yesterday?
I didn't learn this yesterday.
Well, I know, but I mean, you got to
Well,
visit.
yeah. Andy reminded me. The thing that I learned yesterday really was what was going on with the mines, why the miners were doing what they're doing. We don't really get to know a lot about what's going on with those guys.
And how sharp is that? I mean, what great leadership to do that so that we don't keep pushing that hash rate, not hash rate.
Yeah, the hash rate.
Yeah.
Because if we were pushing the hash rate up, it would be pushing the difficulty rate up, and it would make it
Exactly.
tougher to get Bitcoin.
That's what I was trying to say.
And the thing is that we're positive Bitcoin. Even if it's a small amount, you're getting positive Bitcoin, which is going to be worth a lot of money in the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like picking up pieces of gold. I mean, people will pick up the smallest pieces of gold. I still pick up pennies. I can't lift the jar anymore.
It's because they're from heaven.
Yeah, well, of course they are. Every single one of them.
All right.
You know. Oh, it really, when you really start playing with the numbers a little bit, and you know what did Max Kaiser say? You got 100 million there, right? Max Kaiser says each coin is going to be worth $1 trillion or more.
Yeah, that's what all the people are saying, all the experts out there. That's very
Even if
encouraging.
you take it at the 10 million instead of the 100 million, you're still at $3,000.
Right.
What if it only hit 50,000?
You know, want a 50,000 one?
I want to see that one soon. I know it will be.
Well, we can type it up. I mean, you know, here we go. Let's just take the good old $sign at 50, comma 123. What's the matter with that?
Well, that 50,000 looks smaller.
Yeah, it really was, wasn't it? What's this put? Oh, all right. I didn't leave enough spots in there to make everything 16. Okay. Nope, not percent. 50,000 times. Oh, I need a little x. 0.00318 equals 0.00318 times 50,000 is $159.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Right. Anybody else?
It's all relative. It's the same thing. Yeah, look, that's the small amount of mining right now. It's still adding up. It's positive, and that's going to grow, and it's going to grow, and it's going to grow. And does everybody know what the rule of 72 is? It tells you how fast your money's going to double.
No.
Okay. I don't have a way of drawing it out.
Go to your whiteboard.
Oh, geez, that's just kind of tough to do.
Well, it's if your money doubles within each time your money doubles within a time frame. I don't know how you draw it out either.
Well, it works like this. If you take the number 72. Oh, go! No, I want to put it there. All right. So rule of 72. 72. You take 72 and divide it by your interest rate. Let's say I'm going to use 10%. Make it easy. Get a percent sign. 10% equals 7.2 years. Money doubles. Doesn't matter how much. All right. So the way you use that is if you have $10,000, so it would be like this. Let's do it this way. $10,000. 7.2 years from now. Years. YEA. I'm having trouble. I do not type. It's just really a hard thing to do. So equals
I'm
20,000.
not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
All right. So next, if you get to $20,000 and the interest rate stays the same, another 7.2 years, which is now 14.4 years, equals $40,000. Okay. And then you just carry that out. And you can carry it out as long as you want. And I always did this with retirement planning. I'd draw a line on a piece of paper and I'd write down 10,000 and I just use 10% and I would multiply it out till retirement age. And I'd have a certain amount of money. And then what I would do is I would say the interesting thing is if you don't get this first double, you never get the big double. If you keep that going, 40,000 would be now what? 14 plus 4 plus 7.2 is what? 28?
21.
21.8?
6.
Oh, okay, 21.6. 0.6 years equals 80,000. There we are again. Do it again. All right. So you got 80,000. 80,000. What's 14? And I mean another 7.2. 7. It'd be 28.8, right?
Yes.
28.8. Where'd the M come from? 28.8 years. 160,000. See that? The point is this. People say, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to do. I don't know what to do. I can't make a decision. Well, you're making a decision. You decided to wait. And they always put it in terms, I need to do more research. Have you heard that before when you're talking to somebody about doing something? I need to do more research. Okay, so they don't get to 7.2 years. They lose 4 or 5 years and they got to start over. And so if they never get this first double, they never get this double. So the longer they wait, the worse it gets. Well, it's the same thing with our Bitcoin. If you never get this little bit right here, you're never going to get the big bits. That's all I'm trying to say. The more you get, the faster you get it, the more that's going to happen. Now think about this for a minute. These small amounts, as they begin to build over time, can you get more pools with it?
Absolutely.
And if you get more pools, what happens? You get more Bitcoin. You can do it two ways. You can take the Bitcoin and you can buy partial shares at 18% in any Team 4 position that you own. And you can increase the compounding right there. You can let it do partial shares, which pays you commissions if you're structuring yourself, and the way we show you how to do it. All of your pools are paying you commissions off the partial shares, and they're sending credits up the binary tree, which generate $200 bonuses in Bitcoin, plus they're generating matching payments for every one of your positions is cycling. So your positions can cycle 3, 4, 5 times a day. You can get, thousands of dollars coming in just off $10 bonuses.
So just think if you did that 100 machine theory, put all your 100 machines in there, that's a chunk of change.
Yeah, even if it's small, it's starting small. You see, here's the thing people don't understand. And this is why I say when people waste your time, they're stealing the essence of your life. The only thing you have is time.
That's
If you don't use it, it's gone. You can't get it back. You can't make it up. Doesn't matter what you do. And that's why it's so important in time value of money. So these little bits of mining that we're doing now, we are putting ourselves in position to receive thousands and thousands of dollars in Bitcoin as this all comes together and begins to grow. And that's why they're saying that we have 3 to 5 years right now, starting right now, to put this together before it doesn't make any sense for somebody to come in and try to mine. Now, everything else they're putting together will continue to pay us Bitcoin. So all of the stuff that's being announced in the back office through the meetings, through the stuff that they put back there, all of that is going to add more Bitcoin to our accounts. So why not let people know about the good deals that we have? Why not let them know about the special debit credit deals that we have, purchasing deals that we have? I mean, this is really just a referral basis network. It's not like MLM. It's not like you're splitting up all of the wealth. It's not like you're paying 10 different people. You're paying yourself. When you get a commission or somebody comes and buys, it's a renewal commission. This is the only place where renewals exist that I know of. I mean, seriously, it exists for everybody. It doesn't matter what you do. Everybody gets paid the same amount for whatever work they do. It isn't split up between 10 or 20 different people. I love that. You finally get paid what you're worth. Don't do anything, you don't make much. You're worth a lot, you make a lot. That's simple. Oh, the other thing we want to talk about is, Kathy was talking about this earlier. We try to talk about the fact that you do not want to join the corporate Bit Club or Twitter accounts if you live in the U.S. because you can be traced back to the U.S. through those accounts by joining. If you share anything in that account, or they somehow look in the account and they look up your profile and it says, "I live in good old USA." Uh-oh. Then you're gonna get the letter. You're gonna get the letter that says, "How do you want your refund?" You can get your refund this way, or you can sell your accounts. Now, there's nothing in that update that says that they're going to tell you can sell your account to another party. They'd be very foolish to do that. But if you sell it to another account, guess who owns the other account?
You do. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just goes to some other user name.
That's right. Is it you're going to tell them that you're in the U.S.?
Nope.
No, not until the U.S. gets its act together and they finally have some real regs and rules and stuff that's going on. Everything is up in the air right now. It's carte blanche. You have 50 attorney generals that can come after you. You have 50 security organizations that can come after you. You get 50 franchise tax boards that can come after you, plus the federal. And so why do we want to advertise that that the Bit Club is in the U.S.? They don't. it doesn't make any sense to try to do business here. That's why they have as a company policy and a corporate policy, and they're separating this whole thing into pieces. It's all changing. It's not going to be a little club anymore. They're getting way too big. And there's security reasons, and there's intercontinental reasons. All of this stuff has to kind of change. So we're fine if we just, we're not the Bit Club. I'm not Bit Club. I don't have Bit Club on anything. I don't need to advertise it. It's just word of mouth kind of thing that we can do to people and tell them what's going on. And this is the way it works. And when they finally get, now CoinPay is different now. CoinPay is in Hong Kong. It's a separate company. We're going to be able to do everything with that. We're going to be able to do a lot of different things with that. It's just the Bit Club side that we want to be not as a private club, personal invitation. This is not a public operation. I hope that makes sense to people. At some point in the future, you know what? There's another way you can do this too. You can actually set up offshore structures, and this is not hard to do. You start making a little money or something, you might want to look into it. And just put your stuff offshore in an offshore account someplace. Let them own it. It doesn't physically reside there anyway, does it? Your machines don't physically reside here. But BitClub would be dealing with an entity that was not, local to U.S. There's more than one way to skin this cat. There are just many different ways. Some of them can be expensive, and really, if you're going to build this thing, you're not going to have any problem. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have for tonight. If anybody has any questions or anything, Kathy, what do you need?
I thought you were going to walk through the back office a little bit. The new notes.
Well, okay. I thought I referred to that.
Some exciting things coming up with that CoinPay.
Okay.
Did everybody get a chance to read their new back office notes that just came out?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
You might want to print
Yes.
it out.
All right. There's some great links back here showing what's coming up with CoinPay.
Here's the Club Coin. That's the main site. You want me to open that?
That's our it just goes to your back office. But there's a new, okay,
Yeah,
that one's coming soon.
Yeah.
So, and they said, what about 60 days or so?
Yeah, right.
Coming down the home stretch.
And there's this CoinPay members page for people that are signing up.
Okay, we tried to sign. Nope. Okay, yeah, scroll down. This all tells about CoinPay. And if you click on that starter, it's going to do a pop-up. Go ahead and click on those.
This?
I don't know, somewhere in there.
I think it's down here.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Keep coming. All right, so I don't know if you guys got to play with this, but go ahead and, okay, for e-commerce, each business that signs up, you earn $150. Your sponsor earns 10. Your sponsor's sponsor earns 10. Go ahead and member ranking.
Member ranking.
Now, builder, pro builder, master, monster, mega monster. Now they're adding a new mega monster 2 or something like that.
That's over
That's
here.
pretty cool.
You earn commissions. Receive $5 for each BitClub network title you possess. So if you're a mega monster, you would earn a $5 for your builder level, your pro builder level, your master builder, your monster builder, your mega monster level, and $10 from the business sign-up fee. So a total $25 on
30.
that part.
35. If you're a
35,
monster.
right. Okay.
So
And then it goes-
that's pretty cool because, those transactions are going through all day long, right?
Right. Correct.
So how many of those can you earn a day?
It didn't say there was a limit.
Exactly.
Businesses you recruit pay 1% of the fees for each sale. This 1% is broken down as commissions. So you get 10% for each sale, 5% for the sponsor, 5% for the sponsor's sponsor. It's just like the ranking system, it goes like the the $10 bonus payment. It goes all the way up. But here's where we see this Mega Monster 2.
2? Wow.
Is that going to be 40 million or 50 million?
Exactly. Mega Monster 2. Projection.
People are, this club is exploding around the planet. I mean, some of these people are making incredible sums of money.
And we need to ask Andy, because we had that come up the other day in a conversation. We had numbers back in June for how many, say, miners there were and builders and pro builders. We need to get the new stats and see how it's grown since.
Well, that's if, what's his name, is giving them out. He may not be doing that anymore. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay, so how exciting is that?
So you're getting some idea of the marketing stuff right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then we got, that's it. And then
We
all
tried
members-
that CoinPay PW just to register, and it's not live yet. So that's good, because we're trying to figure out, how are they going to credit this back to us if a business signs up right now? So we tried to sign up, and it's not a live link yet. So
doesn't work.
that's good to know. So that means there's more coming about that. Definitely.
They're going to have a complete market back here that you can participate in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to be able to buy anything. And then, of course, they're also doing a split on the club coin to make the club coin work better and to get into more exchanges. They're going to go to an Ethereum token. So you can exchange, if you have club coin now, between now and the end of the year, you can, I think it's the end of the year.
They begin it in November. November 1st is when they'll have a feature to where we can exchange our club coin. You have to have an Ethereum wallet set up, and they suggest one back there. I forget what it was. Do you remember?
What, the wallets or the ratio? Right now,
Wallet.
Well, the wallet's Ether wallet or any wallet that accepts an Ethereum token. It can be Jax, it can be blockchain, it can be Exodus, it can be any of them that have to deal with Ethereum tokens.
So then what they'll do is give you a number, a wallet number so that you can send your club coin and get that exchanged into this Ethereum coin.
Yeah, you do the conversion process. You have to send them an address. You send them your club coin, and I think it's a 1 to 6. So for every token you turn in, you get 6 back.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Or was it 1.6?
1.6.
Oh, okay. Well, see, you did read it. See, he didn't tell you.
Okay.
Anyway, it's on its way. I mean, this is really big, because you're going to be able, even if you're in the U.S., you're going to be able to go out and push this whole thing, and then you can invite these people to look at the big club for retirement, protect themselves. And this new card that they've come out with that we're going to be able to get into, which is this is the marketplace where you can buy almost anything you want.
Yeah, that's going to be good to learn more about that as well.
These are the new corporate Facebook page and stuff, and YouTube channel.
The YouTube channel's good. There's some videos back there that you guys can look at and share if you want to.
Which I think you put out already. It's just 3 or 4 short videos.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But
It's a
you don't
good
really
start.
want to sign up for these things. You don't need to be part of those things. There's no reason for
We
it.
just don't want, sharing their posts and stuff like that.
Well, you don't want to have your name in there, because if you're listed as a member and you're on your Facebook page, it tells you that you're in the U.S., right? They can track back. They need deniability.
I live in Iceland.
Yeah.
Look at my
They-
profile. I live in
Okay,
Iceland.
just so you understand that they need deniability. If you
Right.
tell them and if you stick it in their face, they have to do something about it.
Correct.
If you don't, and they don't have any way of knowing, that's the reason for using a VPN, then they don't have to deal with it. And they just can tell who they're anticipating. IRS is going to come around and say, we want a list of all your members. No, we don't do business in the United States. Go away.
Okay, so the first half of this video will be on recording, but I'm going to have to edit. Do you see me sitting here?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So this is for members only, all
Okay.
this stuff. Yeah. We don't want that out on the wind, you know. But it's, you
Now,
know, read between the lines, and y'all are okay.
the new
Is there
BC
going to
Club.
be a conflict created when we do this coin pay?
No.
As far as our
No.
identity?
No.
The headquarters of CoinPay is in Hong Kong.
That's a
Okay.
whole different company. So we're absolutely fine doing the coin.
All right. Now you
Anywhere
can
in the
get.
world.
I keep trying to get to this BC Club. This is exciting because read this. This is what you can all do here. You get a concierge assistance. You've got a UK bank account. You can buy, sell crypto, and exchange it instantly. You can pay bills, transfer money, do all kinds of things in there.
And so there's your offshore account.
Now there's a charge for that. It's $3,500, like a founder. The price for the BC Club membership is $3,500, and 50% of this goes back in commissions through the comp plan. The package will be paid out the same way as our founders pack for $3,500. When you purchase this package, you will also become a founder and receive full founder benefits. So that's a pretty cool deal. I'm very happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to pay $28,000 for the thing that these guys have, but we still get to get into this stuff. And they're going to roll it out slowly, so it's nothing we have to worry about right away. But it's very exciting to get into it. Now, they will KYC you on this, by the way. But you know what? It's not the U.S., it's UK. So I don't have any problem with the KYC on that one.
Buy, sell crypto and FX currency instantly.
Yep.
Pay bills, transfer money, and much more. There we go.
I get excited every time you say pay bill.
Yeah, me too. Love
Yeah.
pay those things.
Well, at some point, we're not going to have to worry about bills anymore. It's not going to be a big problem. This is where they're talking about going with the tokens. And this is where they're talking about down here where they're going to do the exchange. It's 1 to 1.6. There you go. Starting November 1st. You have 60 days to convert your club coin at that ratio.
So you'll want to get all your team members ready to, if they haven't read this or anything, get them back there so that they have a heads up that they'll have 60 days to convert
Well,
their.
that's if you have club coin. There's a lot that don't have any club coin.
Well, there is, but there's a lot that do. So we just want to make sure everybody knows. And I'm sure we'll be talking about it more.
Oh, yeah. As time goes by, you bet.
Yep.
1.6 club coin for every one club coin when upgrading before January 1st, 2019. And they go through why you want to convert, all that kind of stuff. After that date, you can still, if you have club coin, but you haven't converted it in this exchange, you can get a 1-to-1 token instead of a 1.6 to 1. So it behooves everybody to get it done. Get her done.
Okay, now somebody asked me yesterday if they're still giving away the 1,000 shares of
CoinPay?
CoinPay. And it looked active to me. It's still reading active. So I would say yes.
Right now.
Yeah. We don't know how long that's going to last. So if you want to upgrade to founder and get your 1,000 CoinPay shares, now is the time to do it. Because we don't know how long
Why is that not loading?
offering it.
Founder position isn't, the thing isn't loading.
Well, you didn't say the magic words.
Well, let's try it this way.
Abracadabra. Alakazam.
Try it this way.
Presto changeo. That wasn't it either.
There it goes. No, it's not. Wow.
Yes, it is. Scroll down.
Oh, there we go. All
Must
right.
be Presto changeo. Okay.
Okay, so the next 6,000 founders, 14,000 to 20,000, receive a one-time CoinPay token. So they're still paying out the 1,000 shares. But we don't know when they're going to reach that 20,000. And since we came in, we started here and came forward.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, most of the people around the planet are buying $500 pools. They're not doing what we're doing. We have the opportunity to really get big with this. That's one of the things that's
We are.
exciting.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, does anybody have any comments or questions or anything we didn't go over that you want to know about?
I need a cricket sound
It's
effect.
Dusty.
I know. I'm just looking. Where did you find this founder bonuses? What was that under? I missed the top of the page.
If you have a founder position, here's
Oh,
your
yeah.
rank, and there is you'll have this little button right here.
Oh, so go. Okay, got it.
If you are not a founder, you will not have this button.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
That's the only difference.
Yeah, because I'm one of my positions. I'm just short of becoming a founder on it, so I just wanted to make sure there was still.
It is current right now.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
Well, I know the majority of people in our organization didn't even show up, but they don't understand what we really have here, in terms of the value, future value that's coming. And
So spread the word.
A lot of stuff going on in the futures markets, and there's a lot going on around the world of people rushing over here. And that's why I tell you guys to, watch, just go to Crypto Coins News. Just take a look at some of the stuff that's going on over there. It's really amazing. Look at that. See this? No volatility. Stable. That is extremely bullish. It's just a matter of time before this thing begins going to the upside. Just so
Remember
steady.
what it did just in 30 days at the end of last year. It can happen just that fast. My jaw was just dropping that whole month. What? That can't be. So up to 20,000 it went.
Ticketmaster acquires a blockchain. Monero forks bulletproofs. Bitcoin intraday analysis. Cryptocurrency lenders. Meaningful increase in institutional borrowing. Goldman Sachs headlines, 59 million funding round in cryptocurrency custodian, BitGo. You see, this is huge. Commercial R3 blockchain in Thailand. Bitcoin breakout, only a matter of time. It's worldwide. Put it this way, the fix is in. We already know what's going to happen. We just now have to go through the time frame. That's all we got to do.
And we don't know if there's something like BRAT that when that finally triggers, it's all it's going to take is a match, because the gasoline is already out there.
It sure is.
I'll give you a flick of my dick. Let's get this party
I haven't
started.
heard that for a long time. And if you guys have a mind and want to get into the investing side, you can sign up for this publication. Actually, this website. I primarily only use the publication side of it, but it has got a lot of stuff in here. Trend signals, teaching you how to mine, talking about investments, a lot of stuff in here. But they do everything from an investment side. You can see what's going on with all these different things that are coming out. It's truly amazing. And unless people are looking at this every day, they're not seeing any of this. This is paid for information here. It runs right now. I think if you just sign up for it, it's like $39 or something a month. But
Is it that much?
Yeah, well, not for me, because I recognize value, man. When they give me a special, I grab it. I don't wait. Anyway, it's worth it.
Johnny on the spot. Yep.
Absolutely.
Right.
Rarely am I disappointed or sorry I did something. And I'll hang in there for a while too. A couple of years or so and see what happens. You never know. Sometimes it turns out really good. Sometimes you say, well, no, I wasn't so good. I don't think I'll stop that.
But you never know unless you take a chance.
That's right. That's right.
So,
Thank you for coming, everybody.
all right, people, it's time for some, I don't know, hot cocoa or something.
Hot cocoa.
I wish I had some. I need a
Thanks a
store
lot, you
that
guys.
delivers.
This is so powerful.
Yeah, it really is. I mean,
And I'm like, I'm gonna crop out like the stuff they don't need to see, but like this is amazing.
Well, you guys, this is easy. I can save this page. You can have it.
Well, I got it, but if somebody else wants it, yes, definitely.
Yep, I already wrote it all down too.
Okay, good. Well, it'll be in the video if you want to look at it again.
Yeah.
But this is a kind of good thing to talk about too sometimes, and explain to people that it's going to change. Now, that chart that I got, don't forget about that. This one. I don't know if you got that or you want to get a copy of that.
Yeah.
well, maybe we could go over this again, but have the numbers written out so it's a little faster. You know,
Oh, maybe.
just do a specific.
Well, I'm going to save that
Well,
piece of
it's,
paper, so it's going to be all written out.
Yeah.
I just like to be able to put in one thing at a time, so you don't have. We could put it on PowerPoint and do it that way.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but
Just
there's
so it's a
another
little
chart.
quicker, shorten it up a bit.
There's another chart. Where the value is in the middle. It's 1 penny, and then there's a couple charts that I've seen that I think I have. I just can't seem to find them. But this one works. It helps you understand that this is an 8-place piece of money. It's not a 2-place piece of money. And the limited nature of the coins means there's extreme value there. People want it. Now, that's why Saifuddin Ammous says in his book that Bitcoin is harder money than gold, because gold has at least a 1 to 2% inflation rate built into it, because they're always finding more gold. Bitcoin's locked in at 21 million coins. It is not going to change. That means that people perceive this as gold too, and that's why he says in his book it's harder money. And hard money is always what becomes real money. So we're at the right place at the right time. Can you imagine this? I mean, it's really mind-boggling how this is all going to mushroom. And it's going to happen quick.
Yay.
Oh, no, it's going to take a long time to grow those value. I don't think so. I think with the way the world economy is going, and when people start losing their homes and their businesses and all this other stuff, they're going to rush to safety. And this is going to be the safest there is, especially if you want to be mobile. I don't know if you've read some of the stories about these migrants, people trying to move just out of Venezuela. I mean, they are going through horrendous things.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll tell you right now, you should go to the Drudge Report and look this one up. You got to see what people actually go through to get food and water and safety. And this is one of the best articles. This is a mother and her 10-year-old daughter. This is coming to us right now. But let's see if I can find that article down here. And
Do we pay for the Drudge Report too?
no,
Okay.
that's free. Hey, look at this. Ex-FBI agent sentenced to 4 years for leaking. Hillary. What'd she do? She turned over her computer to the Chinese or something like that?
She hired a security.
Yeah.
She hired a security firm to go through her computer to make sure everything was okay.
Here's the story right here. This is really to understand what's going to be like around here. If read that story, Venezuela's desperate, flee by foot. I mean, these people are braving mountain passes that gets down to 10 degrees below zero at night.
They're just, yeah.
And then they got to go through country by country, and they have to beg, and it's horrendous.
Did Rogers say they're turning them away at the Ecuadorian border? No.
Well, Roger's not exactly right, according to this story.
Oh.
They are able to get into Ecuador. Not everybody. No, not everybody.
But some of these people are people of wealth that were of wealth.
Well, yeah, they were.
Yeah, and the government just took it away, burned it up.
Yeah.
There's the mother and daughter right there and what they went through. This whole story is their story, what they went through. There they are.
And we can't help people from the breadlines, so we got to get right with ourselves first before we can,
Right.
help other people.
This is really a very good story to have on hand. Because people don't really realize here how bad it can be. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
We'll
keep
talk
them
to you
in your
later.
Prayers. All right. Well, yeah. Today's Thursday. Yay.
Yep. Tomorrow morning.
It's been a long day this month.
Yeah. It's going to get longer if my nose
Feels like
gets
a whole
stuffier.
month.
Thanks so much, you
You
guys. You
guys
guys
are
are
just,
awesome.
So amazing.
Take care of yourself, John. We need you.
I will.
Go take some Sudafed or something.
Yes, absolutely. I look forward to these Thursday trainings. They're something I look forward to. I try not to miss them if I can't, but then I'm glad they're recorded so I can pick on what I do miss. So.
Okay. Well, I'm glad there's some value there. I mean, I'm not doing most of them. Jay Michael's been doing them.
Yeah. But today's was great. It really, opened my eyes to a few things and just made it a little bit easier to understand and a little bit easier to explain now.
Yeah, it is. Because it's not obvious.
No, it was so simple, though. It's so simple.
Yeah.
Yep. It's exciting, too, once you start seeing the numbers and how it's going to mushroom. And you know what? You don't have to do anything. What do you got to do? Get in the club.
Yep.
You just get started and tell a few people about it. Take the commissions, buy some more pools, and just wait. That's all you got to do. Just wait. Let the machines do their thing.
And they did. They created 300 million hours basically overnight by just hodling.
Yeah, they sure did. Well, they did more than that. Those guys
Yeah.
went out and they built teams. They went out and told people about it.
Yeah. But
We're just celebrating our
They have to
4th
do it.
birthday too.
Or what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
This thing isn't old at all.
No.
no.
Nope.
So lucky to be here.
No, we are.
So hang on there, Bill. We wanted to call you, but we just didn't get a chance just to tell you what was going on with the hash. So I'm glad you went over that tonight, John.
Oh, good.
So great leaders, visionaries, they say, wait a minute. We just stall back a little bit here. Boom.
Wait for those guys to leave,
Yeah.
and then we get the
Most
pie.
of them are like independent Chinese miners, correct? That have been doing all this, getting the
I'm not sure.
equipment installed.
I'm not sure. I think Andy just lumped them all together and said they were
Mhm.
trying to take advantage of the price, and it didn't backfire on them. And now they're looking for a place to go, and everybody's
And they're
being
in
quiet.
they're in the red.
Yeah, and the Bit Club has got to be as efficient as anybody else in the world as far as mining Bitcoin. With our purchasing volume and the setups that they've got for the mining facilities.
You know what the difference is? It's the network effect that we have that's different. These guys a lot of these guys have to do marketing. They have to raise the capital. They got debts to pay, right? We have no debt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we're okay.
Major bonus there. No debt.
Okay, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Okay. Good night, guys.
Yeah. Join us in the morning for a webinar presentation.
Well,
Yeah.
you got to bring somebody new. I'm not going to do one if nobody's there.
Well, if nobody shows up, then you just get to hear us babbling on and on.
Yeah, I know.
Go out and invite some guests and come back.
Okay.
You guys have a great evening, and we'll talk with you soon.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye.
Thanks for
Bye.
coming.
Take care.
Bye. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.